Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, it's Tony. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October. On
3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, bank at the 39-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Harris. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Stidham. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now it's Stidham. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes a flag. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. That's into the hands of Pascal. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. McPherson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that 1st quarter and come back with their 1st points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They hand this off to Harris. Shrugs him off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
From the gun, it's Stidham. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
"15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now Stidham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball.
And Stidham throws another interception, his third. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns continue to roll. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 10 now. Stidham. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield now, here's Stidham.
That swung out wide to Harris.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. A big play that time on the catch and run. Stidham will throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Stidham's throw taken in by Pascal.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. To throw is Stidham. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
Stidham. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stidham with one final shot. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always